Okay. Now the fifth of negative action. It's called sowing discord. And sowing discord is a true kind of sowing discord. Open sowing discord or secret sowing discord. Openly sowing discord or the secret sowing discord. Sowing discord can be either open or secret. Openly sowing discord, this is a strategy often used by people who hold some authorities. It consists of creating a rift between two people, both present by the openly telling one that the other said something bad about him behind his back. Like when you have some authority, power, strength. Illness, okay. Because it's like openly. And sometimes we have like kind of the strategy, case, and like kind of the bring the true people. And then it's like you want to make the rift, it's split, or to make the separations. And then it's like directly you openly to say, both of you are looks like now very friendly, or it's something, but you is like kind of the behind each other, and to say and this and that uglies. And then it's like this maybe it's like I can't say like this. It's sometimes this kind of happened. Really, it's awful things. And I want to say it's like in the Tibetan communities a lot. I mean, for example, one person, there's a true authorities or powerful person, they hate each other. And then it's like one is like a little bit connected to the holiness. And then is the other one is like wants to say something, make the split rift. And then it's like suddenly it's like appear the front of this is and a little bit challenge. I want to say to you something. What? Please do not do like this. Other one say, what? I heard you are preparing, you want to kill the holiness. Others, what are you talking about? And he was so angry, but what can he do? And he said in the middle of the kind of people to say like this, or he want to kill, and how he can to declare it. He says, I heard, say like this. And then this go except carrying to the more administrators, and then everybody talking bad things. And the other ones cannot declare it. Thoughts, completely separated. Something like this. This sort of many comes from jealousy, particularly in the surround of the lamas. Very much. And like I'm saying myself, one is like students, like go to the true teachers. And if I'm go, it's a little challenge. That's going. No, I don't want to go. If my teacher's taking care, a little bit other ones, kind of disappointment, sad. Why not carrying me? And then it's like maybe it's like a little bit become close. Want to go between there. Want to make separation like rift is. And this sort of, someone's really powerfully to kind of sowing discord. And you say direct, like kind of the accusation, or it's like a lying. It's a very like kind of the ugly things to make the separations. And this sort of many is like kind of the modern times. And sometimes it's ancient, or some is aggressive areas. You do like this, they kill each other. But in our modern times, I don't care you, you don't care. And then it's like between there is. I cannot be theirs. Theirs. Before this person's my friend, but now it's this friend become this friend. Now how I can to go between theirs to making the sowing discord. Then directly you can to say, maybe you're not afraid. You have, maybe it's like externally nothing there's authority, but you are no powerful modern way. You can to make a liar, you can to make sowing discord. Very bad. It consists of the like creating the rift between. Rift means separation, splitting. Both present by people telling one that the other. It says like direct. You like kind of love each other, but behind like you say like this. Maybe last blah blah blah. I heard you want to kill your ones. Like I heard, sorry, but I heard like this. You did like talking about bad things. And other ones maybe sit there, but maybe talking. Afterwards, you make a big doubt in your mind. If you do not analyze, many sometimes making this kind of powerfully, making this sowing discourse. Bad about him or her. In the behind is the back. That is like kind of direct, the openly sowing discourse. And to say in the going on to the describe what the first person said. Or did to harm to the second, to say, you are making kind of the friend, but this person's surely hurting to you. And behind doing bad things, taking care. I just to, I want to taking care. Sometimes like people trickery, cheaters, they come into you, say it's like, it's your benefit, I love you, therefore I'm telling, but you are connect, but they are like, they saying like this, and then it's like making doubt inside. If this is a friend, you make doubt, friend has the doubt to the friend, and then slowly, rifts, split. Like this, second. And then is that perhaps asking them both why today they are the still behaving as if no such thing had happened between themselves. And like kind of firstly go each other's. I think these persons you love, you're a good friend, but this person is a little dangerous. This person is very strange. This person may be telling to you something. This is behind like a little bit. And also directly, maybe it's the both like this. Both of you are looks like kind of the really friend, but you know in the behind what you are talking each other. And like kind of to make in the direct, because maybe it's like a sayer you cannot chase, cannot to say bad, because maybe this person has some authority or a position. Now you can't do nothing, just to separate. Sometimes this kind of many happen, and maybe it's like a worst things. Of course, there's you separate family, and worst things the sanghas, and between the sanghas to making separations. And also student and teachers to making the separation, to making the rifts. Very bad. It's a it's like almost immediate retributions, actions. Secretly sowing discord. Secretly sowing discord. This means to separate two people who get one wills. And it's like kind of like maybe it's like true peoples and their relationship. Or maybe it's like quite get on very well. And then it's like you're going to between there, see one of them, maybe you see it behind, others back, the great report. And what terrible things, the second. And you first one is see, and the secretly, and then it's like kind of you report to this person. I heard, sometimes many people they say, I heard, I think. And also it's like, of course, sometimes it's also dangerous. The sowing maker of the sowing discord. This says, who said, how it is, you need to clarify, then it's more dangerous. People don't do like this. And very kindly, manipulatively to say, I think, this person, or maybe it's like a way of the talking, I want to say this, need to say so. You want to not directly to report, but a little bit kind of manipulatively. And you say it's like, this person says, yes, my friend is like this. And, your friend, yeah. And then it's like you find something excuse like behind. Last time I met someone, this is your friend. It's like, they said it's like he was maybe thief, robber, or very strange. I heard like this, maybe, but maybe it's good, it's your friend, And also it's like, I heard it's like this and that. Then it's like other one's friend. It's normally is not my friend like this, but maybe you say so. And then you make a kind of big doubt between there is. Then other one is like the friend is losing trust to the friend. You kind of there is like give poisons. And you a little bit kind of doubt this influence, smell, go to the other one. Other one's a little suspicious. And today is different, my friend. Why it is? Maybe if your friend is cannot to say direct this person saying to me, but I heard like this, I know. Then is slowly, and like this. And the other one is like, says like, oh yeah, I heard, maybe this person told me, my friend say like this. Now I don't want to close. And the other one complain says, now my friend is not close to me. I don't know. It's maybe angry now. We are like kind of separated. I don't know. But, or maybe bad persons, you go to the second one to report, to say, you are like this, exactly. Then it's both inside in the mind, make huge problems, turmoil. They're coming together, they're smiling, showing white teeth, but inside there is already poison. And both sides. You cannot to tell each other, this person say to me, but then it's a slowly rift, kind of big rift, big kind of splitting. Like this kind of big sowing discord. Who is the first and also case for so much? It's like cares. And then it's like you go to the second, maybe you says, you first, your friend, you cared so much, you really taking care, has the supposedly been saying about him or the herself. You're taking care like kind of very much, but I'm not sure, and this person's telling to you is like this and that. Are you sure? Making big chemical bombs in this person's mind. And this kind of sowing discourse, we should be taking care of them. This is very dangerous. Result is a hell. That's all. And they're like this. The worst instance of sowing discord is to cause conflict between member of the Sangha. That is, we should to think about many Dharma centers. And the first time this Dharma brother and sisters is coming together, listen, teaching together, practice together, and rely on the single, like a kind of mandala together, follow the same Lama, then it's a little bit, you can't get your benefit, and then it's like inside making problems, strugglings. Last time you remember, in the one we checked the, how do you say, defect of the samsara. I think so. It's like there is one, like hell animals, hell sentient beings. And during the night, they are very nice. During the day, in the middle, timers, and then they balls is become the weapon, and they're beating, killing, and crush each other. And then what happens? It is like during the like after the maybe Buddha passed away or something. There's a ones like kind of the Dharma group or like members of the Sanghas, and in the middle day they something disagreement. Then they fight. They use the ball. They hit each other. And like this kind of, maybe sometimes inside one person's make the sowing discord, there may be huge making the turmoil. Like this between the member of the Sangha, this is very much taking care, and others are doing the others' business. But we need to make it ourselves business. We need to taking care when you talk to the others. Maybe it's like sometimes jealousy coming inside. I want to like kind of to make the rift between this and that. That moment we need this kind of pit instructions. Oh, now I understand. I studied sowing discord. In the sowing discord, it's like a kind of powerfully to openly sowing discord or secretly sowing discord, particularly making the sowing discord between the sanghas and between the family, between the friend. That is not very good. In this case, I need to control my jealousy. I wanted to like kind of, don't want to make in the solving discord. Sometimes when we can do say Dharma practitioners, many centers, some students more close to the teacher, some students not. And then it's like we have the jealousy and also rivalry, and also it's like not very good situations. Of course, it's like some great masters is no problem, but many inside, sometimes many holiness and the sanghas also they have like this. And any kind of sanghas, this sort of courage. For example, I want to say the truth. And if there is the situations, maybe teacher and student. For example, there's one teacher has 5 students. And then teacher normally need to the main person. And teachers to accept the student, teacher need to take care of all the student. It doesn't matter rich or poor, doesn't matter intelligent or stupid. It doesn't matter, it's like any kind of between whatever they have degrees, doesn't matter. And the teacher need to equally to concern. Of course, sometimes there is the relations like kind of the teacher. Maybe it's like some students very difficult to be closed. Maybe it's like some ability, some is like but maybe it's like to attend the student is no problem. But it's like then it's like inside the sangha is in the 5. Maybe it's this one's taking jala this go together one teacher. If this one's go, this one doesn't want. This go and this one doesn't want. And then it's like between there is the teacher. What you do? This person's maybe you say is like some like kind of offering, taking care, blah blah blah. This one is maybe very poor, but loyalty. Then it's like this says, please, if you reject this one, I will come to you more. And if then it's like what you teacher do, yes, you kind of more beautiful, handsome, or rich, you support to me. Okay, in this case, okay, this one is maybe very poor, ugly, maybe something, and like this, if you reject this student, this is not really teacher's activity. Teacher need to both to equally to it. Teacher's responsibility is Dharma teaching. And then it's like also student is like cannot to make jealousy. This one is to recognize this is my own way connection. This is this connection. Each individual, these 5 students need to connect to each individual. You come in, I will go. If I'm go, you need to go. If this elegant, then it's big kind of problems. And like this, then it's become the worldly. It's not the kind of Dharma Sangha, or it's like not member of the Sanghas. And this kind of, for example, I would to say it's like if I'm follow the Buddha, okay? And I pray day and night very well. But someone's also to pray the Buddha. Then I look at the Buddha. You taking care of this person or taking care of me? If you're taking care, then my wish is Buddha need to get rid of this being, yes? And sometimes it's like very funny things, ancient times. Then when they make a war, okay, both sides, enemies, they are like kind of pray to the gods. And the final say, I think it's God, our side, we become the winners. And then the final is very funny things. God is maybe, I don't know, deities is in your side, and to help to winner to destroy the others. And then it's like, if there are questions, why maybe this like a person or this group's more pray, more offering to deity, and this group is very poor, they sing serious, but they're not much offering things. Then this God is not God. This deity is not deities. These teachers not teachers. Teacher is like kind of the sanghas. Why I'm saying this one? Between member of the sanghas, between the member of the sangha. This you should to taking care of them. Many dharma centers like this. It's like how do you say? If we can connect to the close, and then you follow. Maybe particularly sometimes we are chasing a very, very much. It's like maybe powerful, maybe holiness, maybe very famous, maybe handsome, maybe beautiful, maybe not concerning the kind of the, how do you say, it's like really Dharma teachings. But maybe it's like kind of the follow only the like kind of the well-knowns. And then it's like, if I follow the holiness, I be more close to the holiness, maybe I will become very important. You know, modern times we make a picture with holiness and showing, also me too, lot of showing. Why? And then these people say, you are very close to the holiness. Oh, yeah, we every day talking. See. That means it's like a show off like and very important things like this. And also it's like then maybe others has jealousy. Like this meaning is like you more close. If you cannot close, then say bye-bye. Then it's not very good. Or maybe it's like you have between the like problems and this one's coming, you know, my connections, bye-bye. This sort of not like this. And in the sowing discourse or the jealousies is this sort of very, very much dangerous. Sometimes at a school, in the like the member of the Sangha is a school. When we go to the in the school, how much we have jealous each other, 100% sure. And then it's like, this is my friend, this is your friend, and then it's like try to catch it. Everybody needs to do your friend, not others' friend. It's impossible. And everybody needs to love to you. Impossible. If you change yourself, maybe you become Buddhist, then everybody love you, 100% sure. There's no doubt. Like this, therefore, is like on the sanghas, it's very much taking care. And sometimes we may making the sowing discord. It is very, very bad. It's like one is the negative action, immediate retribution is you make the splitting sanghas and teachers. It is particularly like serious to cause a rift between the teacher of the secret Mantrayana and his disciples. That is the really very much worst things, very much. For example, if you kind of the like rift teacher and secret Mantrayana's teachers, okay, maybe it's a student maybe need to go to hell, and the teacher maybe need to go to hell, but it's a maker of the sowing discord. It's like kind of immediate retribution, going to direct into the hell, Vajja hell, and therefore it's we need to taking care of the sowing discord. And like this, or it's like the among the circles of the spiritual brothers and sisters. And there is the such authentic like kind of the sanghas and dharma brother and sisters between like go to there to making the sowing discord, and it's very bad negative that we need to taking care. And also it's like these days many dharma centers we have sometimes problems like title, and also it's like kind of power, and like you know it's like someone's students doing very well and others is jealousy and want to destroy it, and someone's study very well and other ones take jealousy. Someone's like kind of meditation doing good and others take jealousy. And then it's the making between the sanghas, between the teacher and student, making splitting a rift. And that is we should to taking care very much. And better to doing these things. It's just one person say rather to die. Say. And like this, really to even the like dangers and our like kind of the life or the like kind of the forces dangerous maybe to keep this kind of discipline. It is the very, very important. That's why we need to destroy our own self and to making the like a sowing discord between the like kind of friend and the teacher and student and the sanghas. Why it's like, if we do like this, maybe it's a both is never become your friend. And then it's like you choose to make a splitting, like a rift between this, and otherwise, then others, which kind of do have benefit. Maybe we think, oh, that is, I'm very happy, and because my enemy, it's like you are not very happy. Finally, result is awful things, and that is the most important. And like this, and do you have some about this kind of questions? Do you have or no? What?
Thank you. Sevon Guru said, Rinpoche, can you please share about cause and effect of disrespect for their own teacher?
Disrespect the own teacher. Then we are now studying. To making the split, or?
If you disrespect your own teacher, what could be effect from this cause?
Effect is the hell.
Thank you. Arjan Pandam asks, Rinpoche,
And also I says the disrespect. The disrespect means like, and I want to say is sometimes problems, teacher and student, often, maybe teacher's problem, maybe student's also problems. We are very well in this, in the West now, more and more. And a lot of like kind of the perspective. But now it's others business, okay? But our own self, what can we do some problems with teachers? And if you really to like kind of the taking care, if you don't care about the causalities, why you enter, why you follow this teacher? Particularly, I would to say it's Dharma teachers. And also it's like, which kind of problems? I don't know. Really the cause of the making problems, where is the come from? Maybe it's come from sexual misconduct. And maybe it's like you see some defect from the teacher. And also it's like you losing your faith, devotion. But we can to be honestly, maybe some teachers, they use power, like contaminate clairvoyance, and kind of did something bad things, painful. You like kind of how do you say, it's like don't want, and maybe it's like forcefully, or like kind of disrespectfully. And of course, maybe it's like a kind of painful. Then maybe you lose faith, devotion. And also the most important is the beginning to analyze. When you follow the teachers, you listen to Dharma, you follow up the Buddha steps, study. Sometimes when we follow the teachers, different perspective, different expectations. I have this expectation. I have some female teachers, very much beautiful, powerful, peace, kindness. Of course, surely in a realization. When I listen teaching, follow to be more close. Then I'm checking myself. I'm not really the concern in the Dharma. How I can to be more close? Different perspective. And I can't get too close. Then I have jealousy, angry. Yeah, okay, I will go. And then I check myself. I'm not really like kind of concerned in Dharma. If really to concern in Dharma, it doesn't matter these teachers to teach me how much Dharma I received. I don't need to care about the beautiful or the not beautiful. And the teaching is very well. Teaching goes to in my heart, penetrated to in my heart. That's most important. And then it's like maybe some in the perspective. I have such ignorant, such disturbed emotions. If I may see some, it's like kind of the unacceptable things. Surely, maybe caught in my mind. But why I need to make problems? If making problems may be more worst, maybe it's like kind of the, if I may making problems, maybe it's I disturb many people's. Millions people's mind is the kind of problem. Is these days Dharma centers, how much happened? Worldwidely ugly things happened. I met in Finland one person, I don't want to say it's man or woman. This person's reading one book, fantastic book, extraordinary book. This person said, I read this book, I'm completely devotion and faith. I'm eager, desire to see this author. But I went in the website, ugly information screen. I lost my faith. I never ever coming to follow it's like this kind of bye-bye. That's the end. Totally destroyed this person's mind. Totally. No, now I understand like this. Then it's like this person show me the article or the showing things. Very ugly things talking. And says, maybe like this, do you have the center? Maybe yourself like this. What can I say? And maybe it's this book and the author is maybe extraordinary. But then there is kind of the someone's first follow after disrespect and not concerned globally, but they want to read like kind of revenge challenge. You say bad things, but this goes to the world widely. How many you destroyed the people's mind? And in this case, you disrespect. Maybe there are many our mind is happened. Good, why not? And you yourself too. Absolutely. Maybe my situation has this kind of. You don't need to be more close. You don't need to criticize. You are fantastic. I met someone, never they says, never telling to, has bad experience but never says. Sometimes when you have, of course, disrespect can occur between teacher and student, but do not need to kind of to criticize. And someone's disrespect, okay, why not? There's like we can to say it's like in says someone's see this mouth beautiful, someone see this ugly, someone's middle. Therefore, each individual purpose or the mind, the faculties, even the Buddha, someone sees Buddha, a Buddha, respect, devotion, faith, follow. Someone is disrespect, who's Gautama, and we don't know there is any founder of the Buddhism. Like this, nothing respect, nothing important. Okay, but this is your own, each individual's, like this. And then there's a kind of the your own. It's like kind of the way like this. Maybe disrespect doesn't matter, and but ourselves sometimes disrespect occurring into our mind. And better to live and teacher. Absolutely. Like this is much better. Okay, other questions?
Thank you. Arjan Van Dam asks,
Who?
Arjan Van Dam.
Who is Ajahn Buddha? Okay.
Rinpoche, how to deal with a problem in a sangha without sowing discord?
Without sowing discord.
Yes.
Problem, but without sowing discord.
How to deal with a problem in a sangha without sowing discord?
How to manage the problem without splitting the group.
Then sowing, that means sowing discords to make it
To solve the problem.
You have a persona in the sangha, and then you don't want to resolve without making.
I don't understand your questions. Sangha is the problems. If you want to make sowing discord, then you need to find some solution. Or what do you say? Can you read again?
How to deal with a problem in a sangha without sowing discord?
Problem, which kind of problem can you tell me? And not sowing discord, but it's like make problems by the food, coffee, or which is the source to making the problems? Not comes from jealousy, not comes from the disturbed emotions. You need to tell me if these problems not come from sowing discord, but then it's which kind of? Okay, other questions?
Thank you. Clotilde asks, what about wanting to protect a dear one? For example, a mother trying to prevent one's children to hang around drug addicts, for instance. Is it also sowing discord? What is the best way to communicate for this mother? Thank you.
Dear mother. What says dear?
You want, for instance, you have someone you care about
who is under influence of someone manipulating or stealing, and then you want to protect.
Can you read this one?
She asked, what about wanting to protect a dear one?
Dear one.
Yes, a dear one. A loved one.
Oh!
Exactly.
Okay. Yes?
A loved one.
Uh-huh.
For example, a mother trying to prevent one's own children to hang around bad people, for instance. Is it also sowing discord? What is the best way to communicate
Why
with
so
this
in
mother?
discord?
It's
According to Patrul Rinpoche's text, there is no place where it's written intentions should be bad.
What?
Unless I didn't read properly,
I
here,
can't hear you.
So here in the text, there is no mention of the bad intention. Somehow it's
Bad intention.
okay. If he's my son and he wants to burn cars because he has bad influence from friends, and I say, please, you know this guy, he will give you bad influence. Don't go. Maybe change friends. I am sowing discord between my son and my friends, my son's friends. But the motivation is different. I want to protect my son.
Okay.
So how is it considered for? Is it also sowing discord? Should we use
Maybe
other
this
ways
is
to
not
talk?
sowing discord. Why? Because it's maybe his friend is maybe not better than the mother. Maybe mother's more caring, but his mother needed to analyze. The son, the friend of the son may be drug addict, alcoholic, and something is negative influence. It's good to make so in discord, to they separate. And the mother's wish is to make it, maybe it's a both side benefit. Maybe it's like the son of this son friend, maybe positive, good, and maybe it's like sometimes also parents has jealousy, and then it's like maybe son is maybe more follow like better than the parents, and then is the parents make so in discord, and it's a so in discord. Okay, normally is I would to say it's like parents to really to a son or child is going to the negative friend, you can make scientists causes. I think there is some mention, but it's you make this. For example, sometimes through the compassions, really fully compassions, you look into such benefit things, and I think you can to almost to act 10 negative actions. Your hurt is like killing, compassionate captain killed the black. And also it's like the stealing means it's like some strange rich people. They cannot do nothing. Some bodhisattva stealing from that, making the generosities. They never use themselves, they give others. And also sexual misconduct. There's one is like a monk, he married some, it's like a very strange ways like this. But he doesn't want to give up the vows, but some in that perspective. Also it's like he never lost vows, but he's like kind of such accumulation merit. And liar also is like for example, if it's like someone's running, chasing, killing, wanting, if you see this person running, other one challenging, oh, I don't know, I can't see, maybe this runs, you can show the difference. You huge liar. but you save the other one. Maybe it's like you can't do possible like this. And also it's like the Soyan discourse exactly now we are thinking about, and like kind of the one good friend, really some important persons going to the influence to the negative person's way, and you make the like kind of Soyan discourse to separate. Then it's your intention is fantastic, and then you can do that. Mothers really concerned the son is going to really like make it associate drug addict, negative things. You can't make separate and crack, rift. And but also, of course, this you need to check the more. Sometimes it's parents also like jealousy, something, that you should to taking care that. Otherwise, it's like really compassion going. There's a fantastic way you make so in discord, not good. I mean, miss your compassion to thinking is very well. Other ones like you make so in discord and to separate maybe better. You should do it. If there is like a kind of the you make so in discord, then making problems, suffering, and or result is not very good, then of course we cannot, it's a lot. But fully compassion, you see something is negative, something happened, you can make soya discord, but it's then result is good. This kind of, we have permission from the Bodhisattvas. Okay, other questions?
Thank you. Alexander Colton had a similar question, but I believe you answered it. So, Nadezhda Skvortsova, she asks, why does Dharma practitioner happen to have more acute problems appearing? What could be the reason? Is it due to lack of bodhicitta, or is karma cleansed and therefore manifested so intensely?
Dharma practitioners is more and more problems. That means maybe we are not practiced very well. And we have a lot of the negative karma on the past. That may be reason to have problems. You mean like this?
She asks, these practitioners.
He is practitioners.
No, why does Dharma practitioners
yes.
seem to have more acute problems?
Maybe
acute, maybe sickness, disease, or similar. What could be the reason for this? Is it?
Okay. Dharma practice maybe not good Dharma practitioner. Maybe that means. That is, we have big problems. Okay, give answer. Okay, it's, you don't need to close blah blah. And that's where our problems. It's which kind we have the cause on the past. Today we are practice my sickness go away. It doesn't go away. I don't want to practice. That is huge. We have problems. And it's like a good Dharma practitioner. I'm not sure which kind of good Dharma practitioners. And also it's like immediately to karma is ripen is very difficult. And that is like we have a lot of problems. This is really in the Dharma practice, lack of the understanding about the causalities. Why? Because it's like yesterday we are talking about, if you want to drink a coffee, maybe it's like I need coffee, immediately it doesn't come. Causality is there as a process. You need to come. And like today I recited, should tomorrow is the ripened, very difficult. And we are recite mantras, prayers, these things. Of course, maybe some is immediate influence, like a sunlight, immediate touch of hot weather. And maybe it's also not. And this is like according to causalities. And also what in our past, what we done, and we don't know. Just a few reciters. I say this, whatever I done negative things, if I recite Om Mani Padme Hum, now it's gone, impossible. And then there's, of course, there's problems. Yes. No question. Okay. And then is the next one is the harsh speech. Harsh speech, like a harsh word. And the sixth one is a harsh word. It's a very, very, very important to taking care. Harsh speech is, for instance, to make the rude remark about other people's. Unsightly physical flaw, openly calling them one-eyed, deaf, blind, and so on. That is we need to taking care. Harsh word, it is like I'm often use shut up, say. Shut upism. This sort of really is a okay in Dharma Sangha. Sometimes we make joke them. I'm ugly teaching, you know them. It's this sort of never and also never ever use any nicknames. Nicknames are very bad, and there's like really Dharma practitioners, they never use, they never say. And like this. Also, I mean sometimes say Poha Tocho. This is a nickname. You cannot to say like this. But someone's give me, nickname. Amani Jako, Samtako, they call me there. I receive many nicknames, it's okay. But and also it's like kind of the unsightly physical flaws. Someone's problem nose, someone's problem is the mouth, someone's problem is the eye, someone's problem is the ear, and someone's like physically some mark, there is a problems. And you obviously you see that one. Then why you need to fix that one? For example, someone's eyes problems in the middle of the people's one eye, it's very painful. This I have experience, It is like how do you say it? Once I was, it's a very bad tendencies, okay? It's like once it's like a student, I don't know, families went to in the restaurant, and then is of course this person's very kindly, but to say in the middle there is to say, hey, excuse me, do you have some without sugar meal? This person has a very strong diabetics. It's a kind of in the middle you fix it, This is inside physically sickness. And then it's like, I thought, if like a kind of, you need to weigh if the talking is very, very important. Sometimes to say like this, I think is very much unpleasant. I have big lesson. I mean, for me, it's no problem, but this person's look at me is a little bit kind of, how do we say, it's like kind of insulted. And like it's, how do you say, it's unpolite. There's many different things. Of course, if you have problems like insidely, physically, flow is like make like something wrong. This kind of, if you have compassions, never ever telling one-eyed or someone's deaf or blind, and like this. Also in the word of my perfect teacher, there's more explanation. I think there is, you can to see. And there was one guy, young boy, and the mother of this boy, and she sent this boy in the monastery to give education. But when this boy went in the monastery, there is a few monks. They all the time give nickname to this boy every day, provoking. But he also wants to be challenges but of course the few monks, they are like laughing he lost. But he's young and he was so much angry. And then it's like cannot to be angry from teacher. And come back, he told to the mother. And like say, all the time they give me nickname and I lost. The mother was very angry. And one day she said, tomorrow you go to there and they calling you some nickname and then you can to tell to them, so you are looks like horse, you are look like pig, you are like dog, you can to sell this very loudly to say that, then I'm coming to say it's like to support you. And then it's like after day, he went there, and of course, the reality, the monks making joke, not really. They started talking, and he was very angry. You are looks like horse, dog, and he's very sound. And then his mother coming on top of the roof. Today my son is a winner. Look, there is a dog, horse, and she's all these names like calling this. And then it's a little bit like kind of they call the animals group or something. I don't know. And then it's later, I think herself reborn some very strange animal, has 9 or like many hairs, head under her body, like this kind of reborn. This is animal element, but many head. Like this also is a harsh wood, it's like this. And also there's a harsh wood, I may say shut up and fuck you. These things never use, okay? Never ever. And it's like a good persons never use. And now in the Tibetan communities, also it's in India, Nepal, the young like children, they use so awful and it's like shit. Also sometimes it's like a kind of all the time it's like how do you say, it's very, very ugly harsh wood. And like this not very good. And also it's like how do you say, when you're angry you use harsh wood. And it's, for example, Patrul Rinpoche says, if you have problems, really people, very much, when you even like how do you say, barber or like conflicting and making worse, it's maybe the enemies has some problem, eye, deaf, some secret defects, never ever dig out. These like kind of worst things. Maybe if you are angry, you beat one, maybe it's okay. But it's like you can to dig out this person's like kind of like a defect or mistake things in the middle of the people. That's so much painful and very harsh wood. And therefore it's also we need to harsh wood is never use. But I'm very strange in Dharma cities, the student all the time shut up, and then that's we need to change. We are promised in the future we don't follow this shut-upism. And like this, so on and so on, inside many, many different harsh wood, we should to taking care, because we don't want to accumulate negatives. And if we negative accumulate, we worse and worse. I give you guarantee. If you give more harsh wood, more nasty things to the others, your life is going down. Then, if you don't care, you can do it. This is not my business. What can we do? But better to, if you love yourself, you practice patience, kindness, cheerful, to forgiveness. Then life is going up. Wonderful. Then it's good. Your life is going up. You help to me. You help yourself. You help a friend. Wonderful things. That is we need. We need wonderful things. We don't need awful things happen. Therefore, wonderful things happen today. Whether everything's good. Thank you very much. You're the practice patience. Tomorrow I want to make the short, okay? And like this, my ekanzat, lots of some angry, but sorry. This melody is who created? I think Yura he created. Hyoncho Sancho Rinpoche Mahi Pana Hejerchi Eshi Panyamba Me Paton Koni Konda Perasho Sanchene Pachenye Bo Nyerdunele Tajerchi Dravane Namale Pa Tatan Jongwa Me Persho Manam Tadon Demba Aton Songo Dijo Paton Kandro Sambo Laso Pa Jinji Sandon Danger Chi Sondon Lao Soma Hyala Che Penzela Yatahi Nijerte Dele Samba Yan Paton Tseni Me Deshe Denver Shoes On Benzo Satu Sa Maya Manipur Kongri Darvi Korve Shinkansa Pandan Deva Male Jon Shenren Seong Tenzan Jansoye Shape Santi Parda Danger Ji Parda Lami Kose Temba Kanyan Yong La De Shin Jong Da Yan Male Tsosa Drajani Nyerda Songji Saren Gupa Sho Shia Ganda Chujo Pala Long Yo Nis Orgyen Chongo Wangpo Nyata Sho Om Benza Sato Sa Maya Mani Palaya Benza Sato